Hello, everyone. Welcome to English Podcast for Life. I'm Lucy.
And I'm Mark. Hi, everyone. We're so happy you're joining us today.
Today, we're talking about something very important, something we all love. Fun. Yes, fun.
That's right. And the big question is, what do you do for fun?
Fun can be anything that makes you happy, relaxed, or excited. Today, we'll share our stories, ask questions, laugh, and even give you some little challenges to try.
Exactly. Lucy, let's start simple. What do you do for fun?
There are so many things. I love reading novels and short stories. I also enjoy baking, cakes, cookies, muffins, anything sweet. And recently, I've been trying salsa dancing.
Salsa dancing? That's amazing. I can barely keep up with my own 2 feet sometimes.
It's fun. You stumble a little, laugh a lot, and feel proud when you finally get a move right.
I love that. My fun is usually sports. I play football with friends, I swim when I can, and lately, I've been experimenting in the kitchen, trying new recipes. Some succeed, let's say I learn a lot.
That's fun too. And sometimes failing is part of the fun.
Absolutely. Listeners, think about what you like to do for fun. Maybe it's painting, playing video games, or even going for long walks.
Fun is different for everyone. Some like quiet, relaxing activities. Some like exciting, adventurous things.
Speaking of adventure, remember last year I went to that huge theme park?
Oh yes, the roller coaster story.
Exactly. That roller coaster was terrifying, thrilling, and exciting all at the same time. I screamed the whole ride. People were laughing, some were crying. It was amazing.
I think I'd scream too, but that's what makes it fun. Sometimes the best memories come from the things that scare us a little.
Absolutely. And trying something new is always fun. Lucy, what about you? Any new experiences lately?
Oh yes, I tried pottery. My hands were covered in clay and my first vase looked interesting. But it was so much fun. You feel creative, you make a mess, and at the end, you have something you made yourself.
That's wonderful. And sometimes fun is even better with friends.
Definitely. I recently went hiking with my friend Sarah. We laughed a lot, took so many photos, and even got a little lost on the trail.
Getting lost sounds scary but fun too. Did you find your way back?
Eventually, yes. But getting lost made the adventure even better.
Listeners, think about a time when something unexpected happened while you were having fun. Maybe you fell, got lost, or something funny happened.
Exactly. Those are the moments you remember the most. I remember kayaking for the first time. I tipped over completely, water everywhere, but I laughed so much it was unforgettable.
That's perfect. And that's what fun is about. It's not always perfect, but it's full of stories and memories.
Yes, and fun can also be social. Ask your friends about their experiences. What do you do for fun? Or, have you ever tried?
Let's do a short role play. Lucy, you start.
Hi, Mark. What do you do for fun?
Hi, Lucy. I love playing football and swimming. What about you?
I enjoy reading and baking. I recently tried salsa dancing too.
Wow, that's exciting. Why did you try salsa dancing?
Because I wanted to learn something new, and it's really fun. You should try it too.
Listeners, notice how the conversation moves naturally from asking, sharing, and then asking why.
Yes, and sometimes talking about fun can lead to planning something together.
Like, do you want to try pottery this weekend?
Or, let's go hiking or watch a new movie together.
Speaking of movies, Lucy, what's the funniest movie you watched recently?
Oh, I watched a comedy called The Great Adventure. I laughed the whole time.
I love comedies. I recently watched Funny Friends 3. I had a blast.
That's another way to have fun, watching movies or shows.
And you can combine activities too, like listening to music while painting or reading while drinking coffee.
Yes, or going for a run and listening to an audiobook. Double the fun.
So, listeners, do you prefer doing one activity at a time or combining activities for more fun?
And remember, fun doesn't have to be big or expensive. Small things like walking your dog, drawing, or dancing in your room can be fun too.
Some of my best fun moments are simple, like playing board games with family on a Sunday afternoon.
Board games are so fun and competitive too.
Definitely.
All right, Mark, let's give our listeners a challenge. Think of one fun thing you did recently and tell someone. For example, I went hiking with friends and it was fun.
Or, I tried baking a cake and it was delicious. Then ask someone, what do you do for fun?
That's a great way to start conversations and make new friends.
Fun is not just about activities. It's about experiences and sharing them.
Exactly. Now we'll go deeper. Weekend routines, unusual hobbies, and even funny mishaps.
Yes, let's start with weekend routines. Lucy, what does a typical fun weekend look like for you?
Well, on Saturday, I usually wake up late, have a big breakfast, and then go for a walk in the park. Sometimes I bring my camera and take photos of birds or flowers. In the afternoon, I might paint, bake, or watch a movie. On Sunday, I often meet friends for coffee, visit a museum, or explore a new part of the city.
That sounds really relaxing. My weekends are a little different. On Saturday mornings, I swim or play football. Then I might try a new recipe in the kitchen or watch a movie. Sundays are for family. Board games, cooking together, or sometimes just relaxing at home with music.
Both routines sound fun, but in different ways. And listeners, your weekends can be completely different. Some people love quiet mornings with tea and books, while others want action and adventure.
Exactly. And you can also mix activities. I sometimes listen to a podcast while cooking or go for a walk while practicing English.
That's a great idea. I sometimes listen to music or an audiobook while painting. It's relaxing and inspiring at the same time.
Speaking of inspiration, have you ever tried a hobby just because it sounded unusual or exciting?
Oh yes, I once tried indoor rock climbing. I was nervous at first, but it was so fun. My arms were sore the next day, but I loved the feeling of reaching the top.
That's amazing! I tried trampolining last month. I bounced so high, I almost touched the ceiling.
That sounds hilarious. Listeners, have you tried anything unusual for fun? Maybe something you never thought you'd do.
Yes, trying something new is not only fun, but it makes a great story. For example, I once tried kayaking on a river. Halfway through, my kayak tipped over and I fell into the water. I laughed so much, even though I was soaking wet.
That's the perfect example. Sometimes the funniest memories come from mistakes or surprises. I remember once trying roller skating for the first time. I fell at least 10 times, but each fall made me laugh more than the last.
Listeners, can you remember a time you laughed at something unexpected? Maybe a fall, a mistake, or even a small accident? Those are the stories you'll tell for years.
Yes, and sometimes trying something new makes you discover a hidden talent or at least a new hobby you might love.
For example, I never thought I'd enjoy cooking, but experimenting with recipes is so much fun. Sometimes it's a disaster, sometimes it's amazing, but it's always an adventure.
Exactly. And speaking of cooking, I recently tried making homemade pasta. It was messy and the dough stuck to everything, but the taste at the end made it all worth it.
That sounds delicious. Messy fun is the best kind of fun.
And sharing your experiences makes it even better. I invited a friend to cook with me and we laughed the whole time.
That's why fun is always better with friends. Hiking, kayaking, board games, or even baking together. It's about the experience and sharing it.
Absolutely. And listeners, you can ask your friends, have you ever tried? Or what do you do for fun? These are great conversation starters. Speaking of new hobbies, what's the strangest thing you've tried for fun?
I tried ice sculpting once. It was harder than I thought, but it was fascinating to see the ice take shape.
Ice sculpting. That's amazing. I tried archery, and my first target went nowhere near the center.
That's what makes it fun. Mistakes are part of the adventure.
Absolutely. And listeners, don't be afraid to try something unusual. You might discover something you love.
And sometimes, fun is about small, simple things. I love going to the park with my dog, watching the sunset, or listening to music on a rainy afternoon.
Yes, fun doesn't have to be expensive or complicated. Walking, painting, cooking, or just dancing in your room can be fun too.
Let's give listeners another challenge. Think of one unusual or new activity you tried recently, or something you'd like to try, and tell someone about it.
For example, you could say, I tried kayaking last week. It was scary, but so much fun.
Or, I baked cookies with a friend. We made a mess but laughed a lot.
Try saying it out loud. Sharing fun is practicing English and having a good time at the same time.
And sometimes, sharing stories inspires others to try new things. Maybe a friend will join you, hiking, baking, or painting.
Exactly. Fun is contagious, and it's also about learning. Cooking, dancing, hiking, or even visiting a museum. Fun can teach you something new too.
Speaking of learning, I once tried learning salsa dancing. At first, I was hopeless, but now I can follow a few steps and it's actually really fun.
That's great. Learning something new while having fun is the best.
And sometimes, fun includes little mishaps. I remember trying to bake a soufflé. It collapsed in the oven.
Oh no, but I bet it was still delicious.
Kind of. It looked funny and we laughed a lot. That's what made it memorable.
Listeners, remember, fun is not about being perfect. It's about experiences, laughter, learning, and sharing.
Absolutely. And sometimes fun is spontaneous. Going for a walk and discovering a street festival, or trying a new recipe on a random evening. Those moments are special.
Yes, and don't forget the small adventures. Even a picnic in the park, a bike ride, or a movie night with friends can be full of fun.
So, listeners, what's your next small adventure? Maybe you'll try something new, laugh a lot, and make a memory.
And if you're not sure what to do, ask a friend. Do you want to try something fun this weekend?
That's a great way to plan new experiences.
And remember, fun can be anything from reading a book, painting and baking, to ice sculpting, salsa dancing, or kayaking.
That's right. The most important thing is to enjoy it and share it with someone if you can.
Before a short break, we talked about our personal hobbies, weekend routines, unusual hobbies, and funny mishaps. Now we'll add some extra excitement, fun idioms, and phrasal verbs to practice English while talking about fun.
That's right. And don't worry, everything will feel like a normal conversation. We'll just naturally include some useful phrases and expressions.
So, Mark, let's start with idioms. Do you have a favorite fun-related idiom?
Yes. I like let your hair down. It means to relax and enjoy yourself. For example, after a long week, I like to let my hair down and watch a comedy.
That's a good one. I like have a blast. It means to have a lot of fun. For example, I had a blast at the beach party last weekend.
Listeners, can you say those out loud? Let your hair down. Have a blast. Great.
Another fun idiom is paint the town red. It means to go out and have a lively, exciting time. For example, on my birthday, we painted the town red with friends.
Oh yes, that's a fun one. And it's perfect for weekends or celebrations.
Speaking of celebrations, sometimes trying something new can be scary. But here's a phrasal verb for that. Give it a shot. It means to try something. For example, I've never gone kayaking before, but I'll give it a shot.
That's great. Another phrasal verb is join in. It means to participate. For example, my friends were dancing and I decided to join in. It was so much fun.
Perfect! And combining these idioms and phrasal verbs can make your English sound natural and fun. And speaking of talking about fun, let's share some funny mishaps from our hobbies. I remember last year, I tried roller skating for the first time. I fell at least 10 times.
Oh no, but that's hilarious.
Yes, and every fall made me laugh even more. It was messy but unforgettable.
I once tried to bake a souffle. I followed the recipe perfectly, or so I thought. When I opened the oven, it had completely collapsed.
That's perfect. Messy or failed attempts are part of fun too.
Exactly. Fun isn't about being perfect. It's about laughing, learning, and sharing.
And speaking of sharing, you can ask friends, have you ever tried? Or, what do you do for fun? Those questions always lead to stories.
That's perfect. Simple questions can lead to new experiences, stories, and even hobbies.
And sometimes fun comes from small adventures. Even a walk in the park, a picnic, or watching a funny movie at home can be fun.
Absolutely. And we have another listener challenge for today. Think of one funny or unusual moment you had recently and tell someone about it.
For example, I tried baking a souffle and it collapsed. We laughed for hours.
Or, I went kayaking for the first time and fell into the river. It was scary but fun.
Try saying it out loud. It's fun, it practices English, and you'll feel proud sharing it.
And fun doesn't always have to be big or expensive. Small moments, shared laughter, and trying new things count just as much.
Exactly. And sometimes combining hobbies is even more fun. For example, listening to music while painting or reading while drinking coffee.
Or hiking and taking photos, or dancing while learning a new song.
Listeners, what are your favorite combinations of fun activities?
And remember, trying something new can be scary, but fun. That's why we use phrases like give it a shot or join in.
And sharing it with friends makes it even better. Invite someone to cook, dance, hike, or even try a new game.
That's what makes fun social, interactive, and memorable.
Right now, we're going to explore even more fun activities, daily and weekend routines.
Let's start with unusual hobbies. Lucy, what's the most unusual hobby you've tried?
I think it was archery. I tried it last year at a sports camp. I wasn't very good at first, but it was exciting to aim at the target and see how close I could get.
That's great. I once tried ice skating on a frozen lake. I fell a lot, but after a few tries, I could actually glide across the ice. It was terrifying and fun at the same time.
I love that. Listeners, have you ever tried an unusual or challenging hobby? Maybe something you never thought you'd do.
Exactly. Fun doesn't have to be easy. It can be something that pushes you a little. Trying new things makes life more exciting.
And sometimes small daily activities can also be fun. For example, I like to bake cookies on weekday evenings while listening to music. It's relaxing and makes me happy.
I do something similar. I enjoy going for a run in the morning and listening to a podcast at the same time. It's exercise and learning combined. Fun and productive.
That's a great idea. Listeners, you can combine fun activities too. Reading while drinking coffee, painting while listening to music, or cooking while chatting with a friend.
And weekends are perfect for adventures. I usually plan something different each weekend. One week it's a football game, the next it's hiking, then maybe a cooking experiment.
I like that too. My weekends are usually a mix of relaxing and adventure. Sometimes a quiet walk, sometimes a museum visit, or trying a new dance class.
Fun can also be spontaneous. One day, my friends and I decided to go to a flea market we'd never visited before. We found amazing things and had so much fun exploring.
I love spontaneous adventures. One time, I found a small festival in the city by accident. There was music, dancing, and food. I stayed for hours just enjoying the atmosphere.
That's the best kind of fun, unexpected and memorable.
And sharing it makes it even better. Invite a friend or a family member. Ask, do you want to try something fun this weekend?
Absolutely.
That's a natural way to suggest a fun activity and practice English at the same time.
Exactly. And sometimes the fun comes from little mistakes or surprises. Like when we first tried rock climbing, I almost slipped off a wall.
And I dropped my water bottle halfway up the wall. We laughed so much.
Those moments are unforgettable. And sometimes, small fun activities are just as memorable as big adventures.
Absolutely. Even cooking a new recipe, planting flowers, or trying a new workout can bring joy.
Speaking of small adventures, I sometimes like to explore a new street or neighborhood in my city. You never know what fun little shop or cafe you might find.
That's a great idea. I like walking in new parts of the city too. Even a 30-minute walk can be an adventure if you pay attention to the surroundings.
Listeners, here's a mini challenge for you. This week, try one small adventure. It could be a new cafe, a park, or a short hike. And tell someone about it.
Yes, you could say, I found a new park this week. It was quiet and beautiful, and I loved walking there.
Or, I tried a new recipe. It was delicious, and I had fun making it.
Sharing your fun experiences helps you practice English and inspires others to try new things too.
And now, let's talk about combining activities. Lucy, what's your favorite combination for fun?
I'd say baking and listening to music. I can relax, dance a little in the kitchen, and at the end, I have something delicious to eat.
I like hiking and photography. I enjoy the exercise, the fresh air, and taking beautiful pictures at the same time.
That's a perfect combination. Listeners, you can try combining your hobbies too. Music while reading, drawing while watching a video, or walking while talking to a friend. And sometimes fun is just about laughter. We can laugh at mistakes, accidents, or silly moments. Like last week, I spilled flour all over the kitchen while baking cookies.
That's hilarious. And those moments are memorable. I once dropped a bowl of soup all over the counter. We laughed for 10 minutes straight.
That's the spirit of fun. Listeners, remember, fun is not about being perfect. It's about enjoying the moment, learning, and sharing experiences.
Absolutely. And sometimes fun is quiet and relaxing. Listening to music, reading a book, or taking a long bath can be as fun as an adventure.
Exactly. The key is noticing what makes you happy and finding ways to do more of it. We're going to share some funny stories and laughter.
That's right. Let's start with a story from me. Last month, I tried to make a fancy dinner for friends. I followed the recipe perfectly, or so I thought.
Uh-oh, I can already guess this isn't going to go smoothly.
You guessed it. When I took the dish out of the oven, it had turned into something completely unrecognizable. My friends looked at it, then at me, and we all burst out laughing. We ended up ordering pizza instead.
That's amazing. Sometimes the funniest memories come from mistakes. I had a similar experience. I tried to bake a cake for a friend's birthday. I left it in the oven too long and it looked like a chocolate brick.
But it's the effort and the laughter that counts.
Exactly. And sometimes fun is just a silly moment. I remember dancing in my kitchen while cooking pasta, and I slipped a little and fell right onto a pile of clean laundry.
That's classic. I once tried roller skating for the first time. I ended up rolling down a very gentle hill and landed in a bush. Luckily, no one was hurt, but I laughed for a full 10 minutes.
Listeners, can you think of a funny moment like that in your life? Something small, silly, or even messy that made you laugh? Those moments are often the most memorable.
Here's another story. I went hiking with friends, and we tried to take a group selfie at the top of a hill. Suddenly, a gust of wind blew my hat off, one friend's backpack fell over, and someone almost stepped on a frog. We ended up laughing so hard we couldn't take the selfie at all.
That's perfect. It's exactly why fun isn't always planned. Sometimes it's the unexpected moments that make life joyful.
And sharing stories makes them even more fun. I love telling friends about my kitchen disasters, skating fails, and hiking mishaps. It's always a good laugh.
I agree, and humor is such an important part of fun. Even small everyday moments like spilling tea, dropping your phone in water, or wearing mismatched socks can be funny if you just laugh at them.
Absolutely. And sometimes just noticing something silly in your day is fun. For example, I saw a dog wearing sunglasses last week. I couldn't stop laughing.
That's adorable. Humor is everywhere if we look for it. And laughter is one of the simplest, most enjoyable ways to have fun.
So listeners, remember, fun doesn't have to be big or perfect. It's the little moments, the mistakes, and the laughter that make it special.
Exactly. Whether it's trying a new hobby, cooking, walking, or just laughing at yourself, fun is about enjoying life and sharing joy.
And sharing is important too. Tell a friend about a funny moment. Invite someone to try a new activity, or just laugh together at something silly.
So, fun is everywhere. Big adventures, small joys, planned activities, or unexpected surprises.
Keep laughing, trying new things, sharing stories, and enjoying life. And don't forget to ask people, what do you do for fun? You might discover something new.
Thank you so much for listening to our episode. We hope it made you smile, laugh, and think about your own fun activities.
Have a wonderful week, keep having fun, and remember, life is too short not to enjoy yourself.
Bye for now, everyone.
Bye, and keep laughing.